Back to my channel series gamer. So today I want to share with you guys how I've been able to create $1 billion, okay, like this pounds, £1 billion squad in the space of 6 years from nothing. Yeah, it was nothing actually. So this is it. Let's show sorry, this is the start. So I started at Saint Etienne in 2037. So this is 2042. Yeah, 6 full seasons. Okay, the first one wasn't full, so it's 5.5 years. So and I'll also show you guys the squad I inherited, even though all of them are sold now. Why wouldn't I sell them? Because they were not going to help the team. So I just had to play with them for the remainder of the season where I joined. Then I had to sell all of them off depending on when offers came. But I hope you can see some of them at the transfers so that you see what I'm talking about. Okay, this should be quick. Wow, 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 wow. This game lags a lot, but I still like it though. So this is it. Okay, sorry. My transfers out. So these are the transfers out. As you can see, most of them were just worth about a few thousand. Some even left on free. I didn't get anything for them. So these are the players, and as you can see, I was right in selling all of them. Okay, I think this is the highest, 10 million. I don't think there's any other person that is worth that amount. This one's 1 million. It was very old when I sold him. Okay, this is 12 million. Dauda. Okay, 12 million again. Now these are the highest players in the squad. These are what I inherited. I'm sure I bought this guy by myself, this Edge Emmanuel, and some of these people that cost 17 million and above. Yeah, I bought all these ones myself, then resold them. So that's part of what we're going to discuss now. So how was I able to manage this squad, and then now I have this. Let's go to the squad now that I have now. Even though I've sold some of them, as you can see, this September we just finished in the summer, so I've sold some of them to make some more money for the club and to handle everything around, because these guys are taking a lot of wages. So how have I been able to manage to get to this place, winning trophies and having this type of players? Yeah, I think I sold about 200 million worth of players. So this is, we're down to 900 now. So but how have I been able to do this? So this is mainly about my transfer strategy, which you must have gotten a clue from what I showed you in the first place. So buying and reselling players has always been a good strategy, because in the game made it easy for us. You always find people as free agents. So you don't really need to go to players that are performing in other clubs that might not have the compatibility to play with your team. You don't really need to go to those places to bid for players which other clubs will always have interest. This is Soccermanager 2023. So they built it in a way that other clubs will always have interest in the same player that you want to buy, and they will bid when you have started your own first bid. So that makes it hard, and makes it in a way that you have to buy players higher than what they actually worth always, unless it's players that nobody is looking at, which is close to impossible, because every good player has a club looking at them. So this is what I'm talking about. For each position you need a player, starting from goalkeeper to the top 9. You have somebody that is always free. Okay, let's say for the first season of the game you might have just cheap players there, but from the second to third season into the game, that's let's say 2024 2025, you start having players that maybe have issues with their club, or the club refused to renew them, and they are out of contract. Sometimes you can even find people, yes, this is 24 years, 25 years, and even below. Okay, you can also find youngsters here. This is where I sign some youngsters too, especially when I have not built my academy, because okay, the academy is part of it. I'll go to there, I will reach there as well. But this is one way of getting the young players. So you get young players who they can grow in the club or go on loans. You don't necessarily have to spend on them all the money paying them till they become better players for you to sell or play in your team. Okay, I think all the better ones are out. Okay, we still have some. We still have some. This is 63. I think this guy will be okay. Not that good of a talent. So I think all the good talents are out. The best we have here now should be this guy based on his worth at the age of 18. So I don't think they really have much people here. But um, this is where you can get players when you have some of them. Sometimes you can get people that are up to 70 rating and above as free agents, and young ones that you can train if you have your training ground already at its maximum, or if you can loan them out, they grow up in other teams and come back, you can sell them or play them in your squad. So apart from the transfers or the free agent stuff, so this is your academy. The game put it for a purpose. You have your academy, and in the academy you grow your players. These players are people that fit into your squad right from should I say from their youth age. So these ones I suggest are the ones that should be playing for your team. Well, that's when you're balanced, though, because you wouldn't be looking for good players when you don't have the money to run the squad. So when I enter a team, these are one of the first things that I start to improve, whether there's no money or not. For the first players I sold when I entered this team, I started using them to build the training ground, the club zone, and then the youth academy. The training ground first, because if you get players from the youth academy and you can't train them, then it makes no sense. Unless you have to depend on loan, and if you are loaning them out, you have to make sure that you are not loaning them to big clubs where they won't see playing time. It has to be smaller teams where they become the main players. They become the center of attraction. They get to play a lot of matches in a year. That helps them improve. I'll show you an example with some of my players on loan now. We'll compare them with those that are in big teams and those that are wow. I have a lot of players on loan. Let me check my last loan report. That's where we can get it from. Yeah, let's check the last loan reports. The last loan report. Yep, this is it. So this is the last loan report, and as you can see, those of them that went to smaller teams have already gotten some matches to play. But look at this dude in Olympic Lyonnais. He hasn't seen anything to play, and I think he's developing very slow compared to his talent, because I think he's one of the most talented there. And just see, most of them haven't seen anything to play. But see Silva Jr. in Montpellier, he already has 4 matches, scored 1 goal and 1 assist. I'm sure he will be coming back. By the time he will be coming back, he will be rated up to 80 and above. That's a sure thing. And for these other ones, they are going to get at least 20 matches this season, and it's going to help them develop even better. So that's about loaning out your players. So if you don't have any interest in loaning them out, so you have to build your training facility to its top. Then build your youth academy so that you can get some players with some real talents. I don't think the last people they brought out for me were that much talented to be in my team. So this is it. I know some people will take it based on the level the club is, but I've passed this level already, so I don't need these ones. They won't worth me much money. So that's it for the academy. Then one more thing is okay, your club zone helps out a lot too. And if you have to build the squad, if you have to build the team and the whole club as a whole, because all of them grows together, this one helps the other to grow. So for you to get this type of sponsorship, as you can see, this is 171. I'm receiving about 7.4 million at the beginning of every season. For you to get this type of sponsorship, you have to build your club zone to its maximum. Yeah, and also have good players in your team anyway. So but you have to build your club zone. This brings out the sponsorship. It helps out in health. It helps out in many ways. Also your stadium capacity determines the amount of revenue, TV revenue, and amount you get from matches when matches are played in your homes. So that's why most teams makes much than the others who don't have this type of capacity. As you can see, as I've built the rest, I'm now facing the stadium. So once I build this stadium, money shouldn't be a problem to pay all these guys. I might not really have to be selling players anyhow to just pay the ones that are in the team. That's when you see me saving up, and very soon I'll be clocking 1 billion in this club save, in the club balance. So the scouting network is not really needed for me, because I know players that I have and I go and get them when I want. But this scouting network, you can also improve if you need the help to getting players who are compatible with your team, because they can actually tell you, see, this player can do well in the team, this player is most likely to look for a bigger club, and the rest. So that's basically it. If you want to grow this billion-dollar squad from the scratch, especially for teams that are small, or yeah, some teams don't get the amount of money you get in others, and also you don't inherit good squads in every team. Also, for those creating custom teams, this will be very very important for you, because you are going to come out with trash players. Yes, you wouldn't have players to compete very well when you are starting. So but with this strategy, with this tactics, you can actually make it. Anyways, yes, something I forgot to inject also, you don't just focus on the business side of the game. You have to be winning matches. You have to be winning, because money come with trophies. Yeah, the trophies you win comes with money. Also, if you are participating in the Champions League, the further you go in the knockout rounds, you make more money. So all these are part of the way to make this amount, and also make this type of squad in just less years. So that's it. Drop any question you have in the comment section. Like the video, subscribe if you haven't done so. I'll see you guys in my next video. Thanks.